So I recently got myself a Nintendo Switch and I jumped on the old eBay to purchase some tempered glass for it. Turns out what arrived wasn't tempered glass, it was flexible glass, is what the seller was calling it, or at least on the packaging, that's what it says. But anyway, onwards with the install. So I've put some isopropyl on this cloth, on some tissue paper just to give it a clean up all the grime off the screen, which with being a touchscreen model you also get a fair bit of that. Personally myself, I don't really use the touchscreen that often, but it is a cool little feature to have. Now after the isopropyl, give it a clean with a soft cloth. So this is just a glasses cleaning cloth. And the biggest challenge is coming up soon, actually applying the film itself. And as with most things, preparing the screen is probably the bigger task than actually installing it. Granted, you'll end up with air bubbles, but you'll end up with specks of dust and stuff behind it if you don't clean it enough. So you've got to try and make sure it's completely dust free, even prior to opening or removing the backing off the film or tempered glass. So with it, it's a bit thicker than what I'm used to, so hopefully it can absorb a couple of blows to it. I'm just putting it on more to stop it getting scuffed up and just dirt and grime scratching up the screen. So I've just peeled off the backing, or just about to peel off the backing, give the screen another quick clean. And peel off the backing film on the back of the flexible glass. And a couple of things here. What I tend to do with this is work on a single straight edge. So right now I'm trying to go off the bottom of the switch, where it's got the speaker grills and the microphone located. So I try and work it so it's straight across the bottom there, and also straight up against one of the sides of the screen. So going up the left hand side of the controller. Then the other thing, once you've actually started to apply it, don't push it down, just let it kind of drag and droop over the top of the screen. So slowly lower it, which as you can see here, I've got no specks so far, and in the top left hand corner I've just let it drop. Now it's fully applied to it, and after that it's best just to go over it with a cloth once more. If you do it just right, you don't have to work out any bubbles, so the screen should have been clean and there shouldn't be any dust underneath to cause them. And if you let it drop under its own weight, it shouldn't produce any bubbles either. So simply go over the top of it afterwards, and then you should be able to peel off the protector on the front of the flexible glass, film, tempered glass, whatever it is you're installing. With the flexible glass installed on it, there is a noticeable bit of a lip on the edges for the thickness of it, which makes me a little bit happy with it. Rather than just being a cheap, shitty film, they might actually offer some form of protection. So for $5, I can't really complain too much.